My flight gets canceled.
Told Michael before, don't book flights when you have something. Go a day earlier, you know?
And I'm flying out the same day as my show. So my flight gets canceled 7 a.m. Supposed to land in Kelowna at 9 a.m. Gets canceled. I text my friend Cam.
So Mike calls me and he's like, "Hey man, my flight's canceled. This all this day planned, you know." It's like, "Oh, Moses is coming out. I'm super excited." And yeah, I'm texting him the days before leading up to it, like, "Moses, we going to this brewery, bunch of these breweries. I live close to these wineries, and you know, we'll make a whole afternoon of it, and then, you know, you'll be all loose and ready for your show."
I go to customer service. They say, "We can't help you here. Go to the white phones." So I go up to this white phone. Apparently, I'm trying to figure out how it works. Like an email says, "We booked you on a 9 p.m. flight." I'm just like, "What? That's not gonna work. I need to get to Kelowna way sooner. I got a show that day." So I call Kim.
I get home around 7:38, and he says, "Kim, the flight got canceled." I'm like, "What do you mean the flight got canceled?"
I go, "Kim, the 7 a.m. flight got canceled. Is there any other flights that get me on the standby?" She goes, "There's a 10 o'clock flight. It's like boarding right now." She goes, "I'll put you on the list." She puts me on the list. I run.
Full.
The next flight, she goes, "There's a 12 o'clock flight. You know, go check." So I go.
Full.
Tell Cam, I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm sorry, man, but I'm trying to get there."
Went from being here in like early morning, and then next thing I know, he's like, "Yeah, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make the show." I'm like, "What?"
So I go, "All right, Kim, what's up?" She goes, "We got 2 more chances."
2 o'clock, and there's a 4 o'clock, but the 4 o'clock gets there at 7:30.
I can come to the airport and fly with you.
If I fly with him, he automatically bumps up in priority because a staff member's flying. So I say, okay, well, if I come there, you're more likely to get on a flight. So, but I have to know now, before the next flight, before your next chance of getting on, I have to leave. I'll be an hour into my drive before we even know if he got on or not.
So thankful. She just dropped me off at like,
Drop him off at like 6:30.
and drove back to Niagara Falls, and then she's gonna drive back to the airport now, waiting at the gate for 2 o'clock flight. Like, oh my God, hoping, talking to the people like, "Hey, I would love to get on this flight," and they're like, "We'll see."
Michael calls me. I'm about in Hamilton, so I'm about 40 minutes from the airport. He says, "No."
Go to the gate for the 4 o'clock flight. Kim's on her way.
I run through the airport.
So we get the tickets for the 4 o'clock flight upgraded. So boom, I look at the seats, they're like 5A, 5B. I'm like, "That's front of the plane." So we get to the front of the plane, we're like first class.
Michael doesn't know or doesn't believe me that we are confirmed business class tickets. He thinks we got upgraded and this is so cool that we got upgraded when I know I booked those tickets.
We're first class now. We're in the pods, right? We're eating, you know, got the appetizer, main course.
We get drinks,
So you can lay back, sleep.
you have a little nap, whatever. It's the best seats ever.
It was nice.
I use up my business class tickets to guarantee he gets to his show in Kelowna.
I text Cam, I'm like, "Cam, man, my checked bag isn't coming till the 9 p.m. Do you have any clothes?"
I'm like, "Moses, yeah, I'll just come get you and we'll rip straight to the show." And he's like, yeah, for sure, that'd be awesome, no problem, that'd be great. By the way, I'll need a shirt and, you know, maybe some pants and some shoes. Okay.
I'm in my airport, just go to loungewear at home, laundry day clothes, and I go, "Do you have a shirt and like some pants that I could bring?" So we bring, and he goes, "Yeah." And so we get to Calgary, get from Calgary to the boom. We land in Kelowna at 7:30. My show is at 8 o'clock.
Pick him up from the airport, and, you know, I pull up to the show, open up my trunk of my car, and give him a selection of my shirts. And
Looking at his shirts, he's got this little duck shirt on.
No. He thought the shirt had bananas on it, but it actually has birds. They're toucans.
I'm like half naked in the parking lot trying to get changed. I put on this little duck shirt, Hey, thanks, Cam. We go. I do the show.
Mike goes on stage, makes fun of the only shirt I gave him, shirt off my back.
Show ends at 11. Cam drops me back off at the airport at 11:15. My flight's at 11:30.
Flies back to Ontario, and then I picked up my bag. We waited like an hour, and I picked up my bag from the airport that came on the 9 p.m. flight. And then
I drive home. I'm home at 3 a.m. And Michael's living it up in Kelowna.
Please make some fucking noise! Mr. Michael Moses!
Yo, what's up? Alright, damn, nice. How did this white girl get in this group? That's amazing. Right now, there's a black girl back there with a bunch of white guys. Did you guys make a trade or what? Look at you, that's what you do. He's white in his house. Is he clean? How the fuck did you get in this? How the hell did you get in this table, man? Eating a burrito, you piece of shit. Standing tight. Is it your birthday? What's with the piss? Oh shit! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Well, it's not gonna last, but congratulations! Congratulations! Like, it's not 9 years. Is this? Wait, did you lose your virginity to this guy? Yeah, you did! Oh, man.
yeah, thank you. Yo, give me the mustache. Give me the mustache. I wish I could get someone.
Yeah.
Next time. Next time. Yeah, for sure. Get a photo.
1, 2, 3.
Yo. Thanks. I don't even know you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Have fun.
Below.
Then for the next 2 days, I just enjoyed Kelowna. I hung out with Cam, his wife Alicia. I met their daughter. I went on his aunt's and uncle's boat, met his brother-in-law Russ and his dog Otis. Took a stroll down the neighborhood to a nice little winery. And then that Monday, I headed to Vancouver. That Monday, took a walk down memory lane, went to Vancouver Film School. I went there for acting for film and television. And while I was there, I bumped into somebody I recognized from Ottawa, an old comic who's now attending this school for a different program, Mike Tomfee. We went down to the bar, the Canby, where we used to drink all the time, and we got some pictures on top of pictures, just talking about life, talking about comedy, and then I got way too drunk. Beer, we went pictures on pictures. I went back to the hostel I was staying at, and went to happy hour. Ended up having tequila shots with some Chilean dude. Way too long. Went to the show on the Monday. Way too drunk. Kept on drinking there. Show did not go well, so I deleted that footage. And then I just sat by the bar talking to these 3 people who I do not remember their names. Back to the hostel, spent all Tuesday in bed, realized I lost my credit card. Tuesday morning was rough, but I got out of bed because I had to hang out with my friend Rebecca. And there's 2 people that I see them and we just, no loss of time. And they always come to the show, and that's Garrett and Rebecca. So Rebecca came to 2 shows that week, but that day we hung out, went to a bridge, went to the beach. We did a lot. That day. And then she also came to the show, and she brought her friends Marie and Ramon, and my old friend from Vancouver Film School, classmate Katie came. And So that was a good Tuesday night.
And we're broken up now, and she's like, you should move out. But I'm like, yo, look what I built, man. Look at this. Look what I did.
Totally forget what I did Wednesday during the day, but the show was really good. And Rebecca came again with Marie and Ramon, and my friend Sarah from Alberta, she came to Vancouver as well.
It wasn't you. You said that. You know you're not on your period tonight. You got a white shirt on, alright? This guy's eating chicken wings, looking at his fingers like, yeah, I'm good. I had a carrot stick.
And then we went out and we got oysters. We went and got oysters after. It was real good.
That Thursday, I got to do 2 shows at Jokes Please.
With the house, that's crazy. You know? First day she was like, yo. Well, she's white. She didn't say yo. She said, hey, I own a house. And I was like, yo. Nice to meet you. Where's your house? Let's go.
Sarah came to the shows, and Phil and Emily from Ottawa, they were in Vancouver. They actually got engaged that day.
He doesn't wear gloves at all. Her hands look like an 80-year-old man's hands. Cut, bruise, band-aid on every finger. Looks like she spent her time in her basement just playing 5 feet for leg practice. I know, first time she tried to touch my dick, I was like, can you put on these work gloves for us, please? These are less rough than your hands right now.